What's going on, everyone? Thank you for tuning in to another wonderful, blessed week of Beacon. As you can see, we are burnt out. So I have my producer-in-chief here, Chris, and our lovely lips to the bottom, Adam. Is there something comical about the size of my vehicle?
Nope, you're good.
Yeah,
I think it's just the lips on the bottom comment. That's gonna stick with me.
All right, so we have a week of hockey. The Sharks are bad. The Flyers may be worse.
Yeah, but they have a win. The Sharks finally got a win.
So I guess let's just start there. So the way today's show is going to be, it's going to be kind of haphazard because I just didn't plan anything. And at some point today, I'm probably going to knock myself out with the size of my hat hitting off the wall. So if you see me just drop over, keep the show going, all right? Roll credits. So let's start with the Sharks. The Sharks got decimated, not once, but twice by 10 goals. One was by the Penguins. And let me just say right now, Crosby having one fucking point in that game was a crime. So are the Sharks really this bad?
I mean, I saw Mikael Granlund far more often than I should be seeing Mikael Granlund on the ice.
Why did he try a lacrosse goal? Who does this guy think he is?
I don't know. I
wasn't paying on the Sharks trying to do something.
Yeah, I wasn't paying total attention to the first 2 periods of that game because I was playing a board game at somebody's house. But I mean, that game in its entirety was what Pittsburgh needed to get some confidence. And I'm sure they knew they were going up against the worst team in the NHL. I'm sure they knew that they were winless at that point and had just gotten shelled by 10 goals, the night before? Was that one night or 2 nights before?
Yeah, it was like a night or so before. I think it was the day prior.
Yeah, so they had to have known they were going against a team that was down bad. But at the same point, it's a game. You can go out and you could be the one that gets shelled 10-0. Anything could happen, but you went out and you played. You didn't stop playing hard when you were really getting up on goals, or at least if you did, it didn't really look like it. So that was a game that Pittsburgh needed to be like, oh, hey, we can score. We can play hockey. We can put pucks in a net past a guy in pads. And then I think that carried through to Anaheim. They looked much better against Anaheim than they did on Friday.
And by the way, just talking about the Ducks, who's the only person in the preseason preview who called the Ducks a fringe playoff team? And let's see where they're at. Oh, they're in 4th, which would put them in a playoff spot.
I feel like there's at least one other team that we could also say that about.
I mean, the Flyers were first at one point, and now they are definitely not first.
Where are the Leafs at?
Yeah, that's.
Where are the Leafs at?
The Sharks their first win.
I like how the Sharks have 3 points. That's iconic.
Yeah, and the only reason they have 3 and not just any 0 actually is just because of their goaltending in 2 games. They stole all 3 of those points, I would say.
Yeah.
Can we do like a little bit of a temperature taker here quickly before we get into the full show? Can we just do are these teams for real? Can I rattle some teams off? Ask you guys if they're real or not.
Sure.
You can, but I might admit if I haven't watched a single moment of them play.
All right, so are the Sharks this bad? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes. I knew going into this season they'd be that bad.
Are the Oilers this bad?
No, but they're going to blow up.
They shouldn't be. Something happened to Jack Campbell. Someone broke into Jack Campbell's house and laid a curse on him because goaltending's voodoo. So somebody broke into his house, laid a curse on him, and this is where we are. And now it's just Jeff Skinner, and I don't know the name of their third goalie.
You got Stu Skinner, and if you were going to guess Olivier Rodriguez, you would be correct.
Yes, it was on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
second round pick, very very highly touted. Not to be an elite player, but to be a potential goalkeeper in the NHL. I digress. Yeah, Jack Campbell gets waived. How about that one? Who saw that coming? Excited everybody.
Not a single damn person, but boy am I glad that the 5.5 AAV announcement got posted under the incidents that precede unfortunate events for hockey.
Am I crazy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I crazy? Is there something is there something comical about the size of my 10-gallon hat? Am I crazy for if Jerry's out for an extended period of time? I have an appetite for Jack Campbell. I'd be willing to see what he could do in Pittsburgh.
I posted that in the Discord, and they just forgot to tag me in all the hate and vitriol that followed. Like, I went to bed because it was after the game last night, and they all were just like, "Yo, whoever said get Campbell, fuck you." And I'm like,
no, it's,
"Oh, all right,
like,
thanks for not tagging me."
Jack Campbell is not this bad. He's somewhere in between. Right. He's not great. But he's a goalie who gets on a couple hot streaks a year and has some blizzards in between. But he's not this bad. The Oilers' defense is just bad. But behind the Penguins' defense, I could see him being good.
I want to look up.
Are you sure about that?
Okay, I'm comparing.
I think you give a little bit too. I think you give a little too much credit to the Pittsburgh defense.
The Penguins' defense is top 5 in the league. I will die on this hill.
Here's the thing with Jack Campbell. He is not a bad goaltender. He is shelled so much in his entire career in both Toronto and in Edmonton. He needs to be in a team that just won't leave him out to dry all the time. Yes, he's let in some weak goals, but when the guy's facing God knows how many shots, whatever, like just put a defense in front of him. Edmonton's defense is lackluster. Toronto's defense, when he was there, was lackluster. They just had Morgan Riley there. And now in Edmonton, they just have Matthias Ekholm. They're putting a Band-Aid on the situation, but are asking for a goalie to play like gold when they have a platinum-level offense and a copper-level defense.
Their defense doesn't look like it should be that bad, though.
No,
at least the top two pairs are.
Yeah,
the top two pairs are what? Nurse and Bouchard and Ekholm and Ceci.
Bouchard's good, and Ceci is not. But I mean, I don't know. It's just one of those things. Like they're just.
I think at that point it comes down.
Works as a team.
I think at that point it just comes down to how the forward group is playing defense too. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think Edmonton's ever been known for their forwards 200-foot game.
Was it Edmonton who tried to do a change with their defensive scheme anyway over the offseason? I think it was Edmonton where they went from man-on-man to playing more of a zone defense, and it's just blown up in their face.
Well, yeah.
I think they haven't gone back on it, and they haven't been improving on it, and they have 5 points as of the recording of this episode.
Yeah,
They're
I remember
2-8-1.
I remember the SDP talking about that at one point because I remember zone defense coming up. I think they said that's what Vegas played throughout the Cup final, and that's why some teams are trying to be like, all right, let's adopt this.
Responsible team.
Yeah,
because they're a defensive responsible team.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't think Edmonton's forward group is playing that defensively responsible game.
Well, they're not playing offense either because they're not scoring a lot, which is kind of crazy to think about.
Well, but they've I shouldn't say they've never been a team that scores outside of the two-headed monster. Because Nugent Hopkins, scoring. Yeah, because Nugent Hopkins has been known to score. Right, everybody that's been known to score isn't scoring, and when you have players like Derek Ryan, I don't know how much he's playing, but like again, that's akin to Jeff Carter on our team. Like he's not. What's he there for? It's not to score. It's to be in the locker room.
Crush Bud Lights and eat some Swedish fish in the press box.
The dream.
Yes.
The dream.
I just wanted to bring up a fun stat I saw. This is off topic, but we're pivoting back anyways. Back to the Penguins defense. Did you see the stat about Ryan Graves?
No, but go ahead and share it while I look up the stat about Jeff Carter.
So I'm like 100% positive this is from JFresh Hockey, but if it's not, you'll find it. It was a tweet where when Ryan Graves is on the ice, it's a stat about who takes the most shots in the ozone. And
Mm.
I think number 1 was Evgeny Malkin. Number 2 was Ryan Graves. And then who else would be on the ice with Ryan Graves? Oh, let's see. Sidney Crosby, Chris Letang, Erik Karlsson. All those guys, including Jake Gensel, are below Ryan Graves. Ryan Graves had 6 shots on net last night, by the way. 6. He just gets it and rips it. I didn't know he was just a savant at shooting the puck.
Well, I found it funny because I really noticed it.
In Colorado.
I really noticed it after his intermission interview with Dan Potash, where Dan Potash had said about like, what can what can the forwards do to try and help you get more shots on goal? And he was talking about just causing more traffic, but then he was also just like, I could also just shoot more. And then after that, I noticed him shooting in the zone. And it was like, yes, thank you. Just put it on net. Like, he said it himself. Nothing clean was getting past, what's his name? Gibson. Yeah, nothing clean was getting past Gibson, and nothing clean really did. That's a Hornet goal was a fluke.
Fluke's the most common fish in the ocean.
Okay, let's see.
That's a real stat for you. That is a real stat for you. Don't you look at me like that, Adam.
No, the one that I found was comparing Penguins' goals for and against with Jeff Carter on the ice versus with him off the ice. I want to see if I can find it again because, I mean, yeah, it includes the San Jose game, but it's ridiculous. Yeah, here it is. Penguins with Jeff Carter. This is from NHL Pens. Penguins with Jeff Carter this season outscored 29-27. Penguins with no Jeff Carter this season have outscored teams 12-2. The world is healing.
I love it. Let me ask you, just around the league, because I don't know how much hockey you've watched, but there's a lot of people who stick out like sore thumbs right now.
I've listened to a lot of stuff, but watching, not.
If you had to pick one player from around the league right now who's the most disappointing based on current trajectory of what they're supposed to do, who is it? Because I've got a player in mind.
That wasn't the route that I thought you were going to take. I thought you were going to be like the best player right now, and I was going to surprise you with an option.
Well, here, let me see if I can tee up for a slap shot here. I would say it's been Tyler Bertuzzi, because what was he brought in for? He's brought in to be a little bit of sandpaper, add some points. Right now, he just got his first goal tonight. He had that whole thing with Marchand where he basically laughed at Marchand after Marchand injured Liljegren.
Yeah.
That wasn't his first goal. It was his third.
It was his third goal? Oh, I think it was first home goal. First goal at home. Was my apologies. Yeah, no, I don't know. I just think he's probably number one for me because he's got to be gone by the deadline. Like he's just not fitting in there.
Yeah, it should be a trade deadline thing, and it sucks because they're going to have to try to recoup. I don't think they're going to get market value because Bertuzzi, from all accounts, from what I've heard from Leafs fans and Leafs podcasts, Dangle podcast included, is that Bertuzzi just doesn't even seem like he wants to play there.
He doesn't.
Or play his way out of there, except play his way to waivers.
Yeah. My answer was going to be someone from the Leafs, but it would not have been a good answer. So we're just not going to continue down that string.
Oh, there goes Chris. And there he is again. I think he hit the wrong button, and there's that hat again.
I'm here, but I can't see any of you, so I'm going off this just off voice.
You're good.
Nice.
I will say, as far as players that are doing fantastic, Austin Matthews has more goals than games played.
Yeah, he's kind of rolling right now.
He's proven himself worth that contract that we all clowned on him for.
Just to touch on it, just so that it's out there, we kind of beat it earlier this season, but there is another lawsuit against the Chicago Blackhawks with the whole, and I'll take the lead so Chris doesn't have to talk about this with the Tengaloon hat. Another like sexual misconduct lawsuit against the Chicago Blackhawks now involving an unnamed player who is associated with the team now. So just another lovely story that we thought was over and done with. I say that super sarcastically if you cannot tell. It's kind of pathetic at this point. The more and more that comes out, the more and more I'm disgusted with the Chicago Blackhawks as an organization. And it sucks because everyone that was involved isn't there anymore. So like the new guard has to pay for what the old guard did.
Yeah. But what the old guard did isn't so excusable that you can just throw it under the rug and say, "Oh, you know, it happened 10 years ago." No, what they did was inexcusable, and
Yeah.
I'm also disappointed in the way the NHL is handling this, because the Blackhawks get fined what, $2 million for what happened?
Approximately, yeah.
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 Meanwhile, how many other things have happened how many things just happened to the Senators that cost them draft picks?
First round pick, and then it's just.
Arizona a couple
Before
years
we
ago
go down this
had
long
multiple picks removed because of
Yeah.
pre-combine training.
Before we go down this road, let's sum this up now.
Yep.
The NHL cares more about following its own rulebook than the law. That is all.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same reason why
That's it.
It's the same reason we saw the Senators get the book thrown at them, and yet we still don't know anything about Hockey Canada when the thing wrapped up 3 months ago. It's the same reason why the Blackhawks are still getting away with this. And it's the same reason why rinse and repeat the Kyle Beach situation happened in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So, is anything going to happen? I don't know. Is it fair that Kyle Davidson and company need to pay for this? No, but somebody has to. So, you have to do something, whether that's even if it's finance. I say your best course of action is make it hurt the people who are still involved, the Wirtz family. You can't get Rocky because he's passed. Thoughts on that aside, you have to levy something incredibly difficult against them. I'm talking you need to levy millions of dollars worth of things and then donate that back to those players, because we're not going to talk about it here because it's just our podcast is not the right place for it, and it's sensitive details. You want to know about what happened, the reports out there, Jenner and Block, there's a billion podcasts that cover this that are news shows that have a bigger audience and a bigger swath of sources. Even Steve Dangles, you want to go listen to their show, they talk about it at the end of the last show this week. So listen to those if you're interested. It is very
Monday
touching,
the 6th. The meeting episode it was, because I finished listening to it today. It was their November 6th episode, and we are recording this as of November 8th.
And it's just, and again, we're not going to call it players, but the fact that their leadership group on the ice said they know nothing about this, when there's not one but two separate situations where a player chased around a victim 4 years apart, tells me that the leadership group either didn't know and they're that oblivious, or they did know and they covered it up for the management too. Either way, that tells me that Jonathan Taves, Patrick Kane, Duncan Keith, etc., are inept, and they shouldn't be as renowned as they were for being this big stoic dynasty. Anyways,
and moving on.
So that's that part of the show. I really wish the Blackhawks wouldn't keep making me do this in this kind of outfit, but here we are.
Moving on about my outfit.
Yeah, I like your crown, by the way.
This is my grumpy
Adam's
crown.
Obviously dressed up.
Yeah, this is my grumpy crown because Tristan Jarry, while not officially out, is day to day off of a collision that should have been called for goaltender interference. I don't care if a puck went in or not. Should have been called for goaltender interference and wasn't. And now our starting goaltender is out. How long? Who knows? Is it a concussion? Who knows? Personally, I thought it was he required stitches above his eye and had some sort of anesthetic applied, which, you're not going to try and make a player play through that, especially your goaltender. So, I think we lost Chris.
We might have.
Oh boy, but yeah,
we might have.
So this is my grumpy crown. Once Tristan Jarry comes back, I will remove the grumpy crown.
Hey, look.
I love playing that.
And he's here to do some business with the big iron on his hip.
All right. I have trivia planned. So, are you guys ready to do some trivia and some fun stuff?
Yeah, sure. Let's get it out of the way.
Yeah, I can't think of any other fun NHL news.
I just want to point out one thing about Tristan Jarry I was trying to say before I ended. Adam pointed out that the Avalanche have not lost a game in which they've scored a goal. The only time they've lost when they've been shut out. Tristan Jarry has one win, but other than when he's not allowed a goal. So he has 3 shutouts and 4 wins total. So there's your fancy stat for the day.
Yeah, as of recording this, The Avalanche are 8-3, and all 3 of their losses have been shutouts. So statistically speaking, if Colorado puts 1 puck in the net, they're winning, and I love that.
So what I'm hearing is that the Lightning have won the Jonas Johansson trade.
Bruh.
That wasn't a trade. That was a free agent pickup.
Yeah, it's in around. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna play a little bit of a game here. So first, we're gonna play.
How many cherries can fit inside of his hat?
So we're gonna play a little bit of a knockoff of a very popular game show with Steve Harvey.
I'm gonna go with at least 3 16-ounce jars.
So this is what we're gonna play 1 round of this, and then I've got 2 Stump the Trivia Masters, and then we're gonna do Puck Doku before we wrap. Everybody ready?
I hope it's not today's Puck Doku because I looked at that board and I got really pissed off on the
We'll do a
first
different
row.
one. All right. So you guys can blurt it out. Each one's worth. So the number 1 answer is worth 3 points. Second one's worth 2. Third answer is worth 1. Whoever gets the most gets the most, right? All right. And if you want to buzz in, just raise your hand. All right. Name something that a hockey player might wear on the ice that they could also wear in the bedroom. Chris.
The goalie mask.
Incorrect.
Oh, come on.
Adam.
Socks.
Incorrect.
At least I didn't say cup.
Okay.
Cup was the first thing that came to mind, and it was like, nah, it might be difficult.
I'm still looking for answers. I'll take a few more until I buzz you both out.
I think you should just buzz us both out.
All right.
Shoulder
number
pads.
1. Let's go to the audience. Number 1, helmet. Number 2,
That counts.
gloves. Number 3,
Helmet counts. I said goalie mask.
Number 3, jockstrap protection.
You know, I think that you should give Chris the points because a goalie mask is literally a helmet.
All right, we'll go with Chris was the winner there with his little crown. All right, we're gonna play Stump the Trivia Master. So I will need the assistance of both of you at different times. You're gonna play against me because I never get to do this, so I've decided I'm just gonna push myself into it today. You'll both have a question to battle me on. Chris, since you won the precursor round, you can pick a number 1 or 2.
2.
All right, so Adam, I need you to pull up a list of the past however many first overall picks.
Fuck.
So our category, Chris, is how many first overall picks could you name in reverse order without missing? We will time it, and we'll write them down. We'll give ourselves 2 minutes. That gives us a fair amount. All right, so get your list. Get a paper list on your phone.
Didn't I do this against as trivia the one last show that we did, and I got like 30 plus?
Yeah, you didn't do them in order though. But
he
I
went
mean, you
back
tried.
far.
Yeah, I didn't do it in order.
So
I know we just did this recently, which is a shame because somewhere around here is like the notepad piece of paper I had for that.
So we will do this.
The only hint I will give either of you is that there was a 3-year time span where Edmonton had the first overall pick 3 years in a row.
Yeah, no kidding. That's pretty easy. I think we all know those players though. All right, anyways.
I wouldn't be so
right.
sure.
So Adam, you take your time.
How many seconds do you want?
120
minutes. 2 minutes. Okay, so your time is going to start in about now.
3 hours later.
And what's going on, everyone? We're back at it again with another episode of Speaking. I'm doing my best Chris impression. All right, so
what episode is it? What episode is it, host?
We're here with episode 20. Damn, it's a wrong number. Got to redo the intro.
Rude, very rude of you.
This happens.
I had a lot
episode.
of fun with that.
And every time when he counts it down, I'm going to say this now just to put it out in the public. He counts it down in such a way that it sounds like Freddie from iCarly. And I feel like the intro to iCarly is going to play in the background every goddamn time he gets to 3, 2.
I'm so upset with myself that I took a guess on one and I had to correct the spelling. I don't know if it's right.
So which Chris wants to go first? Chris or
I'll go,
10 Galoon
because
Chris?
I probably lost. I'll go.
All right.
This is you know that movie with Pedro Pascal and Nicolas Cage, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. That is my life in a nutshell, but this is one of those unbearable weights. All right, I'll go first. Connor Bedard,
Yep.
Juraj Slafkovsky,
So, Lontz, don't say anything. I'm gonna have you do your list independently. But yeah, Slafkovsky.
Owen Power,
Yep.
Jack Hughes.
Nope.
Was it it was Lafreniere, wasn't it?
Holy
I'm
shit!
not gonna say
Okay.
anything.
Okay, Chris. go
All
ahead.
right. So
We're stoic.
He
We're
only got
calm.
3. I think you can win this one. All right, Chris, you got it. I believe in you.
23 Bedard, 22
Yeah.
Slafkovsky, 21 Power,
Yep.
20 Lafreniere, and
Yes.
then 19 Jack Hughes.
I flipped
Correct.
them. Was okay in between Matthews and Darlene, because that would have been correct, right? It would have been Darlene next.
It would have been, so this was the order: Bedard, Slafkovsky, Power. I'm just gonna go until 2000.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, Bedard, Slafkovsky, Power, Lafreniere, Hughes, Darlene, Heischer, Matthews, McDavid.
Stop talking. All right, can I just take a crack at from McDavid beyond?
Sure.
Okay,
So McDavid.
McDavid, 2014 would have been. When did McKinnon get drafted? He's 2013. Who was after McKinnon? Oh, it was Ekblad. Ekblad, right?
Yes.
Then McKinnon.
Uh-huh.
Yakupov.
Yes.
No, I always flip these two. I can't remember if it was Hall or Nugent Hopkins. I'm gonna go Nugent Hopkins for this. No, it's Hall. No, Nugent Hopkins. Yeah, Nugent Hopkins.
You were right the first time. Yeah, it was
Then Taylor Hall.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Who was 2009? Chris, do you know who 2009 was?
No.
He doesn't play for that team anymore, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, yeah, it was John Tavares. Wasn't it? 2009?
Oh, John Tavares.
Yeah, Johnny D.
2008 would have been Stamkos.
Correct.
Then it was
Man.
Patrick Kane.
Correct.
2006 was Eric Johnson.
Correct.
Crosby, Ovechkin. Sorry, Crosby, not Ovechkin, my bad. Crosby, Ovechkin, Fleury. 2002. Chris, any ideas?
Nope.
2002. It had to be somebody who's a little bit older than Fleury. Jovanovski would not have been.
I think he's fully retired.
I think the only player older than Fleury is Giordano. That's still playing.
I got nothing. So who was 2002, 2000, 2001?
2002 was Rick Nash.
Rick Nash, okay.
You know, I was thinking it was a
2001.
Thrasher.
Who was it?
He wasn't a Thrasher. He was a
I thought
Blue
he was.
Jacket.
Blue Jacket, yeah. You're thinking of Vander Kane.
The next one was a Thrasher, Ilya Kovalchuk.
Kovalchuk,
Okay.
yeah.
2000 was Rick DiPietro.
That's okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have come up with any of those.
If
Okay.
you want
Is
a
Rick
hall of
DiPietro-
either irrelevance? Wait, here's the thing. If you want
Yep.
a Hall of Irrelevancy or Hall of Fame, look at the 1990s decade for first overall picks. Like 99 was Patrick Stefan.
He wasn't that bad.
Yeah, but like in the grand scheme of hockey history,
Yeah, he wasn't elite. Yeah.
Vinny LeCavalier, Joe Thornton, Chris Phillips, Brian Berard, and Ed Jovanovski, Alexander Day, Roman Hamrlik. I don't know.
Roman
Eric Lindros,
Hamrlik
Owen
was the
Nolan.
first overall pick. What?
Yeah, in 1992 by the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Incredible.
Yeah, and then it was just literally just Hall of Famer after Hall of Famer so many years in a row. Lindros, Owen Nolan, I guess, isn't a Hall of Famer, but he's good. Matt Sundin, Mike Montano, Pierre Turgeon. All right, anyway.
I forgot
That's
that
fine.
Yager wasn't a first overall.
So, Chris, I'll need
No.
you to pull up a list now. So you'll need to pull up a list.
Ready?
of-
I'm going to piss Adam off. Watch the side of my face.
I'll need you to pull up a list of players with over 500 points.
Oh, bruh. Now we're just trying to get names off.
So instead of writing down a list, we're gonna go back and forth, and the first one to miss
Oh,
is misses.
okay. So is he gonna verify it each time?
Yeah, and if it's one that we need, like, there's gonna be some obviously. Like, if one of us says Gretzky, You don't need to verify, Chris.
No, I think I got it. Twist and Joey.
So when you're ready, Chris, let me know.
I think I'm ready. I'm going off of records.nhl.com. So.
All right. So
You
the
have to
only
take it up
rule
with them.
is none of us can use Lemieux, Yager, or Gretzky.
That's fair.
Well, how about this? We just get them out of the way. Lemieux,
Yager.
Gretzky. There we go.
You're all
All right.
disqualified.
All right. Do you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
I went first already, so I don't know
All
what you're
right.
talking about.
Fine. Sidney Crosby.
Yep.
Milan Hajduk,
Paul Correa.
Paul Stastny,
Alex Ovechkin.
Peter Stastny,
Joe Sakic.
Owen Nolan,
Steve Yzerman.
I'm just kind of waiting for one of you to cast reasonable doubt on the
Brandon
other
Shanahan,
because there's too many names on this list.
Evgeny Malkin.
Mikko Rantanen,
Sorry, I'm trying to look at this hockey book I have in front of me. Okay. Nick Lidstrom.
Nathan McKinnon.
Does he really? I believe
Yeah.
you. Interesting.
Wait, hang on.
He's got more than Rantanen.
Imagine McKinnon doesn't have it.
McKinnon's at like 700 something.
I believe it. It makes sense. He's in his late 20s.
Yeah, I'll give you McKinnon because I know I saw his name and the search function's not working for this site. Man, what a great
All right.
site.
Both
Good job,
McKinnon and
NHL.
Rantanen are above it.
I'll give you what's his face? Esposito.
Yep.
Matt Sundin,
All coffee.
Mike Modano.
Felix Potvin.
Let me.
Or sorry,
think
the other
here.
Potvin. You know what I mean? Not
I was
Felix.
gonna say,
This
yeah,
is
that the
other,
goalie?
The other Potvin.
Oh yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I meant.
Henri Richard,
Guy Lafleur.
Maurice Richard,
Gordie Howe.
Jean Beliveau,
Oh, good one. Did he have it? Let's see. Definitely not Walt Pendubny, unfortunately.
No.
Patrice Bergeron.
all right. Pat LaFontaine.
Did you say Turgeon already?
No, I did not.
Pierre Turgeon.
Okay. Did you say Stamkos?
No.
Stamkos.
Kucherov.
Martin St. Louis.
I want to go with him, but I'm not. Bernie Nichols. I'll go Bernie Nichols for this one.
Vinny LeCavier.
Timo Solani.
I was just gonna say him. Connor McDavid.
Igor Larionov.
Leon Draisaitl.
Pavel Datsuk.
Oh, that's a name. Henrik Zetterberg.
I just had a name and I forgot who it was. Yari Curry. Did you say that already?
You said Yari Curry earlier.
Yeah.
I said Paul Coffey.
I think
Maybe
you
the one
said
I'm thinking
both.
of is
Okay.
he also said Korea.
Korea,
Oh,
that's who it was. Paul Korea.
I always get them mixed up.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
some
that's who it
reason.
was.
All right,
Okay.
but anyway, Peter Forsberg.
Jumbo. Joe Thornton.
Oh, okay, I was like, what? Who? Patrick Marlowe. Did I say him?
No.
Okay, I did now.
What's his face? Can't think of his name. Okay, we'll skip him. We'll go with Rod Brindamore.
Trying to think.
I'm
there
gonna
we go.
wager a pretty risky one next time around, so you might win this, but I'm willing to die on this.
This one, you might have to look up this one, but I think Sandis Olsenich got it.
Sandys Ozil. Okay.
What's his last name?
It's really freaking dumb to spell. It's like O-Z-O.
It's Ozolins. Sometimes they Americanize it
Okay.
down an H. He can also spell it OSO. It's Sandis
No, he had it.
Ozolins.
He had 564.
All right.
Yeah, I got close.
I'm gonna take my very first risk, I think. Wait, my brain's ticking. Hold on. Hold on a second. Jonathan Taves.
It's not a risk.
There's not a
That's
risk.
that's what I was thinking of. I just changed my mind at the last second.
Corey Perry.
Okay. All right, I'll try one. I'll just Andy Bathgate.
Oh, he 100% did.
Why is my list not going past T
Ryan-
or S?
Ryan Getzlav.
Yeah, he's got it. I gotta think, who's a really obscure name I can go with? Let me think here.
I'm gonna double check Getzlaff a while. For some reason,
Getzlaff,
this
he
list
does.
isn't going past.
Ryan
S.
Getzlav is like the leading scorer in Anaheim Ducks history, dude.
I'll try
100%
one.
has it.
Ryan Kessler.
Yeah, he has it. I'm fairly certain.
He's got to. Yeah, he had a couple of high seasons.
Alex Tanguay.
All right, I'll try one. Chris Kunitz. Let's see.
Yep.
Does he?
619.
Okay.
Nice.
I was looking for Kessler. That's why I got that
Oh,
one
I
so
just had a
quickly.
name. I just had a name in my head. Oh, Jerome McGinley.
Eric Carlson.
Oh, brother. Now is where I'm just like I'm just trying to think of teams. Oh, Ron Francis.
I'm gonna take a shot here. I'm trying to think of who would be a good shot to take with though. Somebody has a Detroit dynasty we didn't say yet. I'm debating if I want to shoot with him or not. You know what? I'll go Patrick Elias.
He 100% did.
How do you spell his last name? There he is. Yep.
Elias.
Yeah, 1025.
Oh. Okay.
Adam Oates.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Mike Bossy.
Did we say Bobby Orr?
No, how do we miss Bobby Orr?
All right, there we go. Bobby Orr.
Ray Bork. Did we say Ray Bork?
No, we did not. I was just gonna say him though.
We gotta start taking risks because at this point.
Jason Spezza.
All right, I'm gonna take first of all, I'm gonna say Eric Carlson for this one, but I'm gonna take a really big risk.
You already
So.
did.
Yeah,
Eric
he did.
Carlson? All right, Rick
Yeah,
Kehoe. Rick Kehough.
Danny Heatley.
Wendell Clark.
Yeah. Al McInnes. How did I forget him?
Mike Gartner.
This might be a shot. Does Victor Hedman have it?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think D-Man now because I
Yes.
think D-Man is a risk.
He does.
All right.
628.
I'm gonna take a shot with somebody I really want to shoot with. I'm gonna go Teppo Numanen.
Why do you do this to me? Yes, he has it 637.
Keith Yandel.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, I can't check that one. For some
I know
reason,
he
this
does.
list only goes to.
Yeah, Yandel does. Yeah,
He's
he's
gotta.
based
This-
on longevity. All right.
This list
Phil
only
Kessel.
goes to Stahl.
Okay. Shea Weber.
All right, I'll take my first big shot.
D-Man.
I'm gonna go with Yvonne Cornier. I'll look him up and tell you right now.
Gesundheit?
Let's see.
Is
Career
that with a
statistics.
K?
No. He has.
Jesus.
Oh, he's in the 100 greatest players. He had to have, right?
Well, I don't
He
know.
did,
Malkin's
yeah.
not in
Yeah,
it.
he did. He's got 400 goals and 400 assists. Yeah, he's in.
Zdeno Chara.
Red Kelly.
Brian Leach.
Oh, okay. Somebody really obscure. Mark Messier. That's not obscure. I don't know why I said obscure.
You hear that, Rangers?
Oh my God.
Your players are obscure.
All of Edmonton just screamed at you because you said that Mark Messier is just a Ranger just because he won a cup there.
That's how I know him.
Speaking of Mark.
Piss off,
Mark-
Edmonton. Win a goddamn cup.
Who'd you say? Mark who?
Mark Howe.
Mark Howe. Okay. All right. I think this is wrong, but I gotta shoot with him. Dennis Maruk.
All right, this guy, I think I only know him from the Steve Dangle video, but I think this is how you pronounce it. I think it's Steve Duchesne.
Steve Duchesne.
It's Duchesne as well. Okay.
It's Duchesne. Dennis Maruk. I'll tell you right now. Oh, he did. I bet by 20 points.
Dennis Maruk was good. You said Duchesne?
Yeah, Steve Duchesne, but it has an S in it.
It's spelled like Duchesne, yeah.
Yeah, 752. Only
Okay,
3
cool.
ahead of Matt Duchesne.
Oh wow.
Oh,
thanks.
Who's a really obscure? I'll go with Rick Tockett.
John Tavares.
Kevin Stevens. That might be that might be my death sentence right there. I don't know if Kevin Stevens had it. Kevin
You're gonna have to look it up because again, the NHL website only goes to stall.
it. Yeah. I think this might be the one that does me, and he only had like a 13-year NHL career. Let's see. He had.
Come on, 499.
Let's see, 329, 397. Looks like I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. He had 726. Okay.
Tim Horton.
What's the chances this guy had one? All right.
Did Tim Horton have it?
Tim
Someone's
Horton
telling me he
does.
might not have.
Tim Horton? I think he. Oh, he died early.
I'll double check.
But he also played like 20 years, dude. What do you mean? Yeah, he died early, but he was still in the league like 20-some years. I just know he was a defenseman.
Yeah, Tim Horton, 518.
Ooh,
All right.
that was close.
What is the chances this guy has it? I don't think he does. But I want this to end. I'm gonna go with Babe Dye.
Chris, I'm really upset you haven't guessed a specific Penguin yet.
I probably could have, but I just didn't feel like. I'm gonna look up Babe Dye. Hold on. Babe Dye had 49 points.
You serious?
Oh, sorry, 252 points. My bad. And none of them were basically in the NHL. So I lose. I went out with Babe Dye. Who was the Penguin?
So I just have to get one more name.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna go out on. Now I just want to think of like a really obscure name.
There's some obscure ones on here.
Steve Vickers.
I can't verify that.
All right, let's just. I lost, so we'll just end it there. Let's do a quick puck doku. We'll
Cool.
wrap it. How's that sound?
So I wanted you to guess either Matt Cullen or Patrick Hornqvist.
I wouldn't have come to those. All right, Chris, pull up a puck doku. Any puck doku you pick.
Spin the wheel, as one of my favorite YouTubers said once.
God, I am absolutely going back to this taco place. Holy shit. This is good.
You'll have to send me the name after.
You're making me hungry.
Oh yeah, because you guys are traveling to Hershey, right?
No, not this weekend. We're going to, but Adam's dog is still blue. So
Oof.
Listen, maybe when I could trust him in the house for long stretches of time. But like, you guys want to plan all day trips when I literally have an animal at the house. He will die if I don't. Like,
your cat will definitely take him out.
All right, so
my cat
Adam,
will definitely make me want to kill him. But anyway,
Share your
Adam,
screen.
you don't want to do today's board?
I'd rather not.
No, today's
I
board
looked at
sucked.
the first row. And it was the modern Winnipeg Jets / Atlanta Thrashers organization in Toronto.
Yeah.
And literally, I sat there for 10, 15 minutes, and I'm like, I can't think of shit. And all I thought was Michael Hutchinson. I put his name in, and it was 8%. I'm like, fuck this board, and I put it away.
So what's your date, Chris? What are we doing?
How do y'all feel about a Yarmir Yager teammate column?
That was today.
That was yesterday.
Wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Can y'all see that okay? You need me to
Yeah.
blow it up?
Yep. You're good.
Oh yeah,
All
we're
right.
fine.
Who wants to lead us off today? I don't mind kicking us off if that's what you want.
Yeah, you can go first.
All right, Chris, can I get bottom right?
So this is Jaromir Jagr, Florida Panther.
Can I get Tomas Fleischmann?
I love that guy.
Boom.
All right. Are we just trying 9 for 9, or are we going uniqueness? Because that'll
Both.
give me 2 different answers.
I mean, 9 for 9 is the principal goal, but uniqueness should be secondary for sure.
Okay. I want Flyers Yager teammate.
Mhm.
I want Eric Wellwood.
Eric Wellwood is quite the shout.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna need just a moment. Okay, I'll take one. I had to. Oh, you took my spot. Dang it. Give me a moment. Can't play there. All right, I'll take Flyers. Oh, you took that spot too. Oh my god.
Yeah, don't suck.
You're killing me.
I'm just staring at this board, and I'm just like,
This board's awful. I hate this board already.
Just trying to think
I'm
people
fine
that
with
came
it.
out of Arizona.
Oh jeez, I have nothing right now. Somebody take ahead of me. I'll go next after that.
I mean, I've got one that I can do, but it's not going to be a good uniqueness score.
no. I want to keep this sub 50.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure mine would blow.
All
that
right,
out of the
hold on.
water.
I think I have mine. Give me a second. I could give you my one actually. Just verifying. What is his name? Who's the guy, Chris? Who's the defenseman, the Russian guy who just played for us that left?
Kulikov.
Kulikov, Buffalo, Florida. That's fine. I'll take that. It's not a bad score.
Yeah, 2%'s not bad.
I will take the
that
last
dude's been
Yager
everywhere.
teammate spot.
So this is Yager teammate capital.
Yep. Ken Klee, both with K's.
This man says Ken
Very nice.
Klee.
Very nice.
You're welcome.
Why do
My
I feel
obscure
like
early 2000s NHL roster knowledge is really helping me out here.
there is absolutely a player that is a capital Coyote that I cannot think of, and I'm going to beat myself up for it.
Oh, dude, I got one right now, but it'd be way
Please
too high of a uniqueness score.
I have a 0.2%. Please leave that middle one for me. I'm begging you.
Yeah, I'll just tell you right now, you could put Darcy Kemper there, but it'd be way too high.
No, I have a great
yeah.
one for that one.
He didn't play for the Capitals. Ooh, but he did. I've got one for the spot just below that, the Florida Panther,
Do it.
Arizona Coyote. Nick
Who's that? I can't
Bukestad.
see. Nick Bukestad?
10%.
Okay. Is it my turn or is it Adam? I can't remember.
I don't think we've really been doing turns.
You
I
can
let
go.
us
I don't care.
All right. Middle
I've only
square.
done 2.
All right,
Yeah,
capital,
this
capital
will be my
Coyote.
turn. So yeah, we're all right. So Igor Ulanov, UL.
Very nice.
My worker is done. My apologies for blowing out the mic.
No, I think you did okay. Discord has a good dampening.
Chris, which one do you want? Because I can get Philly Buffalo.
I mean, the only Philly Buffalo that I can think of is Ristolainen. So I just want to see.
I got Derek Grant there, and I guarantee he's
Oh,
gonna be
Derek
lower.
Grant's a good one. Derek Grant's a good one.
Is he in the league this year? I know he was in the league last year. Has he played yet?
Probably. He bounces around. He played for us too for a while. He played for Anaheim.
Yeah, where hasn't he played at this point? Because I just remember being like, who's this random dude? And then I see him on another team. I'm like, where'd you come from? Rinse, repeat, like 3 other times, I think.
Yeah.
Where was?
Chris, can you put him in?
Sorry, I got distracted looking at Dustin Tokarski. You said
Derek Grant for Philly Buffalo.
Boom.
Not bad, not bad. Yeah, that one won't work. Shoot, man.
Caps in Buffalo.
Let me take a look at the Capitals roster.
This one's all on you. Did he play for them?
Oh, neat. Let's see. Shoot, doo doo, ba doo doo doo. Oh man. Oh, it's too bad they didn't overlap. If there'd have been a Capitals Florida pick, I had one that I wanted to put in there.
I mean, I got one if you can't think of one. And I'm just curious to see how low he would be.
I mean, it shouldn't be tough for me to get this one just because, like, there is...
Who's your guy? I'll do it on my
there
board.
is
I'll tell you what it is.
Joe Juneau.
Joe Juneau, he's got to be low. 3%.
Oh, that's not bad. Considering what he played, what, in the 80s and 90s?
Yeah, that's a pretty good one, actually.
Dude,
Yeah.
how do the Washingtons only have 3 defensemen on a contract in the A? Meanwhile, they have 4 fucking goalies.
I feel like we gotta put some kind of time on this.
Yeah, because I kind of want to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm not coming up with anything by looking at their roster. At this point, I'm diving into the trade history. Do you want to do yours?
Well, we already know it's going to be 3%, so we could
just do it.
Or yeah, just throw it in there.
Just throw it in there so we can end this mercifully. This cowboy hat's getting heavy.
What's his name?
Joe. It looks like it's Juno.
Yeah, it's Joe.
But yeah.
There it is.
All right, boys, good win.
Hey, it's 39.
Dubs.
Play again.
All right. And
like me when we did this competitively and I hit N. Yeah, we lost him. I think he accidentally clicked out of Discord.
Yeah, I accidentally hit
Discord on accident.
I hit disconnect instead of stop sharing.
Thank you for listening. Please be sure to tune into us next week. We have our trivia game coming up for the holiday season very, very soon. I will not be wearing the stupid cowboy hat. Aside from that, though, thank you for listening. Make sure to subscribe to us. Please give us our 200th listen. We're 4 listens away. Make us really happy. And would help Chris manage to make it through another day of editing. But with that, as they say in the great province of Alberta, we need some goaltending.